Teddi Mellencamp, the 43-year-old podcast host and former star of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, has emerged as an emblem of resilience amid a harrowing stage 4 cancer battle. In recent public statements and appearances, Mellencamp has allowed unprecedented access to the emotional and medical reality she faces, offering an investigative lens on how a high-profile figure confronts life-threatening illness with transparency and purpose. Her candid updates, ranging from scarring after brain surgery to the nuanced decision of whether to wear a wig, provide both a humanizing portrait and a clarion call for vigilance against melanoma. Mellencamp's ordeal began in 2022 with a diagnosis of skin cancer. In February 2025, physicians discovered that the disease had metastasized, manifesting as multiple tumors on both her brain and lung. The accelerated progression from a skin lesion to advanced stage 4 cancer underscores the stealthy nature of melanoma when undetected. Medical records confirm that a combination of neurosurgical intervention and systemic immunotherapy is now her primary defense, a regimen that has demanded both physical and psychological endurance. In early March, Mellencamp underwent a complex neurosurgical procedure to remove or mitigate the impact of intracranial tumors. Recovery from this traumatic brain surgery, as described by her representatives, involved an extended hospital stay and close monitoring by oncologists and neurologists. Simultaneously, she initiated an immunotherapy protocol designed to harness her own immune system against the malignant cells. Doctors report that to date, the tumours have shrunk a bunch, a sign that her body is responding to treatment, though she still faces one more session before a critical follow-up scheduled for June 1st. Last week, at a high-profile cancer benefit, Mellencamp made headlines by foregoing her wig and revealing the fresh scars on her scalp. Clad in a tailored black suit and silver heels, she staged a deliberate departure from the carefully coiffed image familiar to reality television audiences. Her choice to oscillate between a wig and bare head, she explains, is rooted in emotional necessity. The day-to-day decision of wig versus no wig. Crying days, I tend to pick the wig, she wrote on Instagram alongside a selfie framed by a cascade of blonde waves. On the same post, Mellencamp amplified crucial public health messaging. The highs and lows of treatment for stage 4 brain and lung tumours are pretty extreme. Please go get your yearly checks, she urged, coupling personal candour with preventive advocacy. She further reminded followers that April is Melanoma Awareness Month. No better time than now to book and remind a friend or loved one, underscoring the importance of early detection in thwarting metastasis. At the Women's Cancer Research Fund's annual gala, An Unforgettable Evening, Mellencamp appeared alongside close friend Kyle Richards. Speaking to reporters, she reflected on her return to public life. "This is my first night out since I got out of the hospital. I feel good. I know it feels really devastating right now, but it gets better." Her measured optimism amid ongoing treatment conveys a resolve to reclaim normalcy despite profound health challenges. Recent imaging reports have shown that her tumours have diminished significantly, an encouraging development credited to immunotherapy's capacity to mobilise T cells against cancer cells. Physicians have slated one further immunotherapy infusion before re-evaluating her status at a June 1st consultation. Those scans will determine whether her body can sustain a durable remission or if additional interventions will be necessary. Throughout this journey, Mellencamp has drawn strength from her family. She frequently cites her 3 children, daughter Slate 12, son Cruz 10, and daughter Dove 5, as sources of hope and levity. Describing their daily interactions, she noted, "Whether it was good news or bad news, we all just try to be there for each other and find special moments that we can have," adding, "I have really good kids. Laughter has been a huge part of what makes it so much better." Their presence has provided an emotional anchor amid the clinical intensity of her treatment. Support has not been limited to her immediate family. Rock star John Mellencamp, Teddi's father, and longtime friend and former co-star Kyle Richards have stood by her side. She publicly acknowledged their encouragement, crediting her father's unwavering belief and Richards' steadfast companionship with sustaining her morale through the most arduous phases of therapy. Yet Mellencamp's visible resilience has drawn its share of critique. After photographs surfaced of her horseback riding, some questioned whether physical exertion was prudent so soon after brain surgery. Addressing those skeptics, she explained, A lot of people had issues when they saw that I was riding horses again, and I am like, I didn't do this without asking my doctor. I asked him, and he said, Teddy, you should be doing everything that you love right now. She emphasized her autonomy, engaging her own strength. If I don't feel good, I can say, I don't feel good. I'm not doing it today. Or I can say, you know what? I feel amazing. I'm going to go and kick a little. Beyond personal updates, Mellencamp has used her platform to drive broader public health impact. She revealed that she carried tumours undetected for 6 months to a year, mistaking escalating migraines for menopause. By sharing that experience, she has catalysed screenings among her followers, noting, "The good thing is that other people are getting checked. I think that's the biggest thing. I didn't know a ton about melanoma or cancer in general until it personally affected me. The fact that I have a platform. It's something that more people are going in to get checks, and so every time I get that message, I feel good about that." Looking ahead, Mellencamp faces significant personal and legal decisions, following a prognosis initially assessed as 50-50. She has drafted a will to ensure her assets support her children's care should she not survive. According to an insider, she is aware that there is a very real possibility that she will not make it through this. In light of her health struggles, she has also paused divorce proceedings filed in November 2024, choosing to focus on treatment and family rather than legal finalization. As Mellencamp approaches her next medical milestone on June 1st, her trajectory remains uncertain but hopeful. With immune-based therapies reducing tumour size and a steadfast support network, she continues to champion awareness, urging annual checks and vigilant self-advocacy. Her journey, at once deeply personal and publicly shared, stands as both a testament to modern oncology's advances and a powerful reminder of the human stakes behind every diagnosis. Since June 1st approaches, Mellencamp is also exploring adjunctive clinical trials to complement her immunotherapy regimen. Specialists have identified several promising checkpoint inhibitors and combination protocols that may sustain her immune response beyond standard dosing schedules. Participation in these trials could offer access to cutting-edge agents targeting residual microscopic disease, potentially reducing relapse risk. Concurrently, her medical team continues to monitor biomarkers such as circulating tumour DNA levels and specific T-cell populations to tailor subsequent treatment phases with precision oncology insights. Beyond pharmacological advances, Mellencamp has engaged with psycho-oncology experts to address the cognitive and emotional sequelae of both brain surgery and chronic illness. Structured counselling sessions and mindfulness-based stress reduction programs aim to bolster her mental resilience. Mellencamp has expressed a desire to resume podcast hosting and advocacy work, planning a series of interviews with leading melanoma researchers. By sharing her personal data under institutional review board supervision, she hopes to contribute to real-world evidence studies that refine early detection guidelines and immunotherapy protocols, in blending first-hand narrative with empirical research. Mellencamp's ongoing journey exemplifies a new paradigm in patient-driven science, where public figures not only inspire awareness, but actively participate in the advancement of cancer treatment.